Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. If you haven't heard by now, Lakers superstar LeBron James was playing through a foot injury last season that he suffered versus the Dallas Mavericks. According to LeBron, he nearly completely tore a tendon in his foot. We don't have any information on the specific tendon or anything else like that. What we do know is that it limited him heading into the playoffs and in the postseason as well, but the team was able to manage it quite well. He didn't miss any playoff games, and he actually played the entire game in the team's last postseason game versus the Nuggets. When the injury first happened, there was some concern that he might require surgery, but again, according to LeBron, after consulting with the quote-unquote LeBron James of feet, it was decided that he could play through that injury. And with conservative rehab and treatment, tendon healed enough to allow him to come back to play with minimal symptoms and aggravation. LeBron further said that they would reassess the foot after the postseason and then see if surgery was needed. The key aspect on if surgery was needed or not was going to be how much that tendon had healed. Yes, even completely torn or nearly completely torn tendons can heal on their own when managed appropriately. And so it sounds like, based on everything we've heard, that he didn't require surgery, which also likely means he wasn't having any deficits in terms of his movement or functional deficits. Most recently, with training camp starting, we've heard numerous reports now of how LeBron is near 100%. For example, teammate Jared Vanderbilt said that it's nice to have LeBron at 100%. Coach Darvin Ham was also talking about how youthful and exuberant LeBron looks. LeBron himself has spoken on how good he's feeling, and he said that his foot feels like where it was pre-injury levels. Even more importantly than that, we've gotten some comments on LeBron's functionality. For example, Coach Darvin Ham said that LeBron's really now able to explode and push off that foot, and that was an issue that he did have following the injury last season. We certainly saw it in playoffs versus certain players where he had more difficulty than he usually does in terms of that explosion, and he had to use more of his physicality. Further, Jared Vanderbilt described LeBron as being a freight train during some of this training camp. And also, Darvin Ham said that LeBron looks like he's in his third or fourth year. I'm gonna chalk that up to some exaggeration and Coach Ham gassing up some of his players, which is fine by me. But the overall moral and theme sounds like that LeBron's foot here has gotten back to where it was before the injuries, and that his rehab and plan has worked. The main concern with this injury is potential aggravation or re-injury, as previous injury is the greatest indicator of future injury. However, that is part and parcel with any injury. The key is having the discipline, the planning, and the commitment to reduce those risks by being committed to your health and fitness. And there's no one in the NBA, you could argue any athlete ever, who is more committed and understanding of those things than LeBron James. You combine LeBron's rehab and how he looks now with the added depth of this Lakers team, and it looks to be setting up for a season where LeBron could be able to really be finally ramping up the way he likes after the All-Star break into the postseason, which is the entire point of this roster that Rob Pelinka has constructed.